Okay, I think everybody's in if you want to go ahead and get
Are they
started. All right.
wonderful? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may happen to be. And I say that because we're going to have an international audience for this CISO Executive Certificate launch, May 2020 through the end of July, and then the certificate examination in August. So welcome to this information session. I am Art Ewan with the Duke Pratt Master of Engineering program, but along with that, the CISO certificate is going to be adjunct to the Masters of Engineering Security program that we run. A little bit about myself. I'm really old. Been in many companies, as you've seen here, and government organizations, and um, been in combined 30, a little bit over 30 years in cybersecurity. So as you see here, I've worked on some of these big breaches in the past, and what we're hoping to do with this CISO certificate is we anticipate on providing you information with global experts, literally, and you'll see some of the adjunct professors and some of the speakers are globally recognized in their fields. So very excited about this program. Very excited that you're all interested in this program. So we'll talk about the program, and then obviously we'll leave some time because we want to be able to answer any of your questions. Uh, so you'll be spending 4 days with us at Duke University. As you see here, one of the top universities, not only in the United States, but in the world. Every time I'm out in the quad, I'm always amazed as I'm walking around, see students, from all over the world that are getting tours of the campus. It is a very beautiful campus for those of you that haven't been to the campus. But again, it's also ranked as one of the top universities in the world. And not only the United States, we've got a global presence, as you see here. We've got a Duke campus in China and a Duke affiliate with medical school in Singapore. So you will be joining a very diverse, multicultural, and well-regarded university. As I mentioned, we've got students right now that are coming in from the Middle East, from Latin America, obviously the United States, North America, and we're really looking forward to seeing you on campus. So as I mentioned, the CISO Executive Certificate Program, it's coming out of the Pratt School of Engineering. So at Duke University, the Pratt School of Engineering, we've got a Master's of Engineering and Cybersecurity program. It's a year and a half program, 3 semesters. But along with that, we're doing a number of initiatives, the CISO Executive Certificate Program in May, that you all are interested in. We're also doing the Duke Cybersecurity Leadership Program, and that program's been going on now for about 3 years. As a matter of fact, I just got back along with my colleague on here, Spencer, from Costa Rica, where that program was being delivered. So that program is run out of the Sanford School of Public Policy. We collaborate very closely, and as a matter of fact, for those of you that are interested in higher education, next year, we anticipate being able to provide a Master's of Engineering and Cybersecurity, along with the Sanford School of Public Policy, a Master's in Cyber Policy. So a great collaboration between the schools, and we continue to grow these programs. As well as I speak to you, we are building a Cybersecurity Center of Excellence at Duke. We've got cyber education taking place across several of the schools. As you can imagine, the law school has courses on cybersecurity, cyber law, cyber regulation for law school students. The School of Public Policy, as you can imagine, has courses in cyber policy. The School of Computer Science, which is separate from the School of Engineering, also has cyber courses. So we're looking at bringing all of these courses and presenting that information along with the research that's being conducted in those different courses to the Cybersecurity Center of Excellence. So it'll kind of be the one location. If you're interested in cyber education at Duke, you can go to this one location, see what the different schools are offering, the different certificate program, leadership programs, and get further information on that. Next slide, please. Um, the CISO executive certificate that we're doing, we're obviously working in collaboration with the Sanford School of Public Policy. So you'll do 4 days on Duke campus. The first 3 days are going to be part of the cybersecurity leadership program. The fourth day that's been added on, that's going to be for the CISO certificate. So you still have to attend the 3 days, which are wonderful. And then you'll spend an additional day, the fourth day, with us, and we start on the CISO certificate component. But it's very, very close collaboration between Sanford School of Public Policy and obviously Pratt School of Engineering. You'll see here some of the cross collaboration. So we recently got named as one of the 3 top cybersecurity programs in the nation from Fortune Magazine. Very, very happy and proud of that. As you see here, Duke Sanford School of Public Policy that we're collaborating on this event with, ranked number 26 in the world. Duke Law School, you will hear from Duke lawyers. There's a Duke University School of Law professor that will be talking about the legal impact of cyber regulatory impact. And then we'll also have a professor from the Duke Department of Computer Science, very well regarded, Michael Reiter, who's very, very well known in the cybersecurity. And the Duke Department of Computer Science, as you see here, ranked number 20 in the world. So just very, very proud of the collaboration between the departments. So what you'll be getting is you'll be getting education, not only from Pratt, but from the School of Public Policy, School of Law, School of Computer Sciences. So again, very collaborative effort. The target audience for this event, it's good. We're looking for, executives. We're looking for directors, managers, existing CISOs, those that are looking to become CISOs. We're looking for chief risk officers, CIOs, CTOs, CFOs, board members. So we're looking for those managers and executives that want to get a deeper understanding about cyber risk, how to address that risk, how to report that risk. So as you can see here, we're also, if you're an attorney who's interested in growing in this field, again, a great introduction to cybersecurity and helping you understand what kind of questions to ask if you're working with a customer who's asking questions about, what kind of metrics should my organization be reporting. We're also obviously, and we do have several government officials that are going to be attending the event. Again, open to government officials, policy analysts who want to have a deeper understanding if they're going to be regulating, for instance, a certain industry, and they're looking at the cyber component. Again, this certificate will give them that understanding of what are the frameworks or the standards that I may use to evaluate, assess an organization that is being regulated. So very broad audience, but again, we are looking for individuals that have several years of experience underneath them. So the experience, as you see here, it's approximately 11 weeks. Week 1, 4 days are going to be on the Duke campus. You'll get to spend it in May, which is a beautiful time of year at Durham, North Carolina, and the Duke campus, 20th to the 23rd. Again, 4 days, where every day you'll be interacting with professors and instructors that have been brought in from across the globe. Then starting approximately May 27th through the end of July, there will be weekly 3-hour sessions. And these will be live sessions. Now, because of the timing, if you're in the Middle East or APAC, those sessions will be recorded in order to afford you the opportunity, obviously, to go through the session. We're still trying to figure out when is going to be the best time so that we capture as many time zones as possible. But the intent is to do the sessions, 3-hour sessions once a week with a different topic, and also do that recording so that if you're not able to attend because of timing or some other factor, the sessions will be recorded and you will be able to view them. There will be a final examination. You see here the 11th week, first week of August approximately. That examination is going to incorporate the entirety of the modules that you have taken up until the final week. So it'll be an examination that you'll take. Provided you do well on the examination, which we assume everybody will, we're going to give you the content that we would like you to know. There will be a Duke CISO certificate provided. So again, approximately 11 weeks of instruction with 4 days on campus and the other weeks remote along with the examination. So here's a little bit about the program, a little bit in depth. We'll start on Monday, the 20th. All-day session, as you see here. I was talking to David Hoffman yesterday, who heads up the cyber policy program at Duke at Sanford. And we've already got our first keynote identified, and she has accepted. It is going to be the head of Palo Alto Networks Unit 42, Wendy Whitmore, very prolific speaker on cybersecurity. So very, very excited to have her speaking at this event on the first day. So you'll see the segments that are going to be covered here. Going to be a wide and broad scope for individuals to get a better understanding of cybersecurity, cyber policy, cyber legal impact. As you can see here as well, we are also going to address AI. One of the big questions that we keep hearing from individuals that want to attend a program at Duke is, what are you doing with AI? We're going to talk about AI, as you can see here. On the third day, on the 22nd, there will be a full day of simulation. So you will be walked through an event, and you will spend the day with the Duke team, reaching a conclusion on how you address a major cyber-related event. In the past, I've seen these events have tended to be around ransomware attacks. Not sure if that's going to be the case with this one, but it will be a full day of breaking down into small teams and addressing a simulation as those teams. And then, as I mentioned, on the fourth day here, the 23rd, May 23rd, we'll get into the CISO certificate program. We'll start off with a threat landscape and adversary intelligence. We'll follow up with ransomware protection best practices. We'll have the Duke Law professor talk about individual liability for cybersecurity incidents. And then we've got a keynote speaker, the CEO of Dragos. For those of you that may not be familiar with Dragos, they are the leading cybersecurity operational technology company in the world. Literally, if you're in the energy sector, in the power, water, anything that is critical infrastructure, Dragos is the go-to company. We have their CEO speaking. We'll talk about CISO collaboration with the board of directors and the C-suite, enterprise vulnerability management, supplier third-party risk management, AI enablement for cybersecurity operations. So you will have, as I mentioned before, a combination of not just Duke professors, but we will also be bringing in CISOs that will speak to certain topics. So for instance, the CISO collaboration with board of directors and C-suite, very fortunate to have a CISO of a energy company. She will be the speaker at this event on how she collaborates with the board and the C-suite. Next slide. And these are the topic areas that will be covered for the additional 9-week sessions, right? So you'll have from board of directors metrics, what kind of metrics can we look at reporting to the board? What kind of metrics is the board looking for? Building a cybersecurity strategy. How do you manage security operations? We'll have a CISO of a financial services organization talking to you all about that. Application of data science and cybersecurity, machine learning AI. We'll have a professor there, one of the leading professors in cybersecurity at Duke, speaking to that. Managing cybersecurity teams, hiring talent. One of the big challenges in cybersecurity is identifying team members and being able to hire them. We'll have a CISO of an organization talk to you about that. Securing operational technology, industrial control systems. We will have a couple of adjunct professors that happen to work for Siemens, the German manufacturer of industrial control systems. They will talk to that. Cloud cybersecurity strategy, incident response planning, disaster recovery. So again, these courses will be delivered by a combination of professors and industry CISOs that will speak to you about some of these topics. And then week 11, as we mentioned, we will have an examination that will incorporate the knowledge that you've learned in these modules that you've taken for the past several weeks. And then you'll take the examination, and provided you do well, we will provide a Duke CISO certificate. Next one. Here's some of the experts you'll be learning from. As you see here, you see several CISOs will be speakers, as well as I mentioned earlier. You will have professors from across the different schools, from Shane here, who's at the Duke Law School, to Michael Ritter, who is very well known and regarded professor in cybersecurity, to, as I mentioned before, Billy Evans, who's the chief operating officer for Kivu, one of the top incident response companies in the world, to Gurdeep, CISO at PSEG, a large utility company up in the Northeast. So again, a very, very well regarded and recognized group of experts that are going to be delivering the instruction for the 11-week session. Next slide. So what we're anticipating you will be provided and you will have knowledge of after you've completed the certificate program. You'll have an understanding of, how do I provide oversight, governance for a cybersecurity program, which is very important, especially in light of the SEC rules, the Security and Exchange Commission rules that were passed in the United States in December of last year, that require all publicly traded companies to have a program of oversight and governance. What should that look like? How should you implement that? What kind of metrics should I be requiring of an organization if I'm a board member? Or if I'm a board member, what kind of metrics should be reported to me? We'll talk about regulatory legal risk. The legal landscape is changing, and not only in the United States. If you look at it globally, the EU, as we speak, is implementing cybersecurity regulation. How do you develop a high performance cybersecurity organization? We'll have a CISO with a very large cybersecurity team talk to you about that. And then, what about these emerging technologies, AI? What is the risk to the organization? But also, how can I use AI in the organization? So we'll have as I mentioned, we'll have some gentlemen from Siemens who can talk to you about what they're seeing in that industry, what they're seeing with OT. So again, you will be very well prepared based on the information that's provided, on the knowledge that you gather, on the information that's presented, to be able to answer these questions. And again, you'll receive an examination at the end to make sure you have a good understanding of it. Next slide. So as I speak to you, we're currently taking in applications. We're getting them every day. The application deadline, as you see here, the 30th, and then tuition deadline is going to be May 1st. One of the things I do want to mention, we received a grant from Palladian Capital, big investment firm. They make big investments in the cybersecurity industry. As a matter of fact, we're going to have some of the senior leaders from from Paladin Capital speaking to you. I believe their CEO will be speaking to you, their founder, and a couple of other senior executives will be speaking at the event. But they very graciously made a donation that has allowed us to provide scholarships. So when you apply, if you're interested in the scholarship, just mention that. We'll ask you to fill out a short questionnaire, and we'll review that. And then if you get the scholarship, we'll let you know. But very, very, very fortunate with getting this scholarship from Paladin Capital. So any questions that you may have on this program? Like I said, it's literally a little bit over a month, I think a month and 2 weeks before we launch. Very excited. I think as you saw the speakers that are going to be presenting, we didn't just want to have professors, but we also wanted to have CISOs talking to you, right? CISOs that are living, that are breathing, that are implementing, that are managing cybersecurity every day. So I think that's one of the strengths of the program, that you'll have the professors that are researching and doing this, along with the CISOs that are living it every day. Any questions? And I think there are some here. Let me see. Okay. Don't see any questions. Does
I
that?
see Eduardo raise his hand. Hi,
Oh, okay.
Eduardo.
Hello, Eduardo.
Hi everyone. Good morning from Greece, from Brazil. Good morning, Professor Turo. Nice to see you again.
Yes, sir.
I have a simple question, please. Consider that. Uh, do you planning for provide a CLP certificate for the first week? I remember that last edition is in Costa Rica.
Yes.
We got a specific certificate for CLP. And
Yes.
there will be another one for this entire course for CISO program. I'm
That is
right?
correct. Yes. So for the CLP, there'll be a certificate of attendance, but they also have a separate examination for a certificate.
Okay,
Then the CISO is going to be a separate certificate based on
that's
the examination that's given in week 11. So yes, there will be separate certificates. Correct.
okay. My question is regarding to the need that I have to prove for my company that
Yes.
I've been in the US and prove with a certificate, and that's nice.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yes. Correct.
Hope to see you soon.
Very shortly. Thank you. Okay. Any other questions? I usually have a lot of questions when I do these.
Yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Hello, Alan. Yes.
Yes, yes, sorry. I'm having challenges to connect to the internet, but
Yes.
hi everyone.
Hello.
Yes, are you getting me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear
Okay.
you.
Yeah, my question is I saw another advert from the USTTI, which is similar. So I don't know how it is related to Duke University. And the second one is I applied for a scholarship.
Yes.
And actually, I received an email for my scholarship being approved. So I wanted to hear more. What are the conditions, and when the preparation start? You know, we are coming from Africa, and maybe traveling somewhere, you need enough time to prepare.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So to your first question, USTTI, I know we've in particular, Sanford has worked with USTTI in the past. I don't know what that program is. Are you asking? I know we did last year in Costa Rica. We did an event. We did it with USTTI and Duke University in Costa Rica. If you're asking about that event, is that the question?
No, my question is because when you visit their website, I think there's a part where you need also to search more, and this is linked to to Duke University.
Okay.
So I wanted just to find out the relationship and whether it is because the dates which are set
Yeah.
that site seems
Oh.
to be similar to the Duke University for the
Oh,
CISO
I
program.
see. Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious. Yeah. I know we have a relationship with USTTI, and I don't know the specifics if that's related to what you're asking here.
Okay.
Myrna, Eleanor, do you have any information on that, or are you familiar with that relationship with USTTI?
I can briefly talk on that. So USTTI, we have had participants in the past for the CLP program to our USTT from USTTI,
Okay.
but this year there's no USTTI participants. I'm not sure about the separate USTTI program that you might be talking about, Alan, but we can talk offline about it if you have additional questions. Maybe you can send us the link to the one that you're talking about and we can take a look.
Yeah. Yeah, Eduardo, just something. There is a new offer from USTTI for CLP
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah. I got this information last Sunday, and then I
Yeah.
actually I applied for some support from the USTTI as well.
Ah, I
But
see.
it's new. It's a new offer from
I see.
today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
That's a
not
question I
familiar
think
with
is-
it. I'm not familiar. If
Yeah,
you
that's the
send
same.
the link, can you send the link to that?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, but yes, I do know that Sanford, Duke Sanford School of Public Policy. I do know that they do work with USTTI. Like I said, when I was last year, when I was in Costa Rica, we had a large number of USTTI funded participants there, as well as last year, as well as the CLP in Durham, North Carolina. There were some USTTI individuals there as well.
Yeah, but my second question for the scholarship that we applied and it was approved. I think we need your guide on that so that we know what are the conditions when the scholarship has been approved.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually on the website right now, so I can see that USTTI is sponsoring. I had not been familiar with that. It looks like following okay, according to this, after the session, the participants will go to Washington, D.C. To meet with government officials. Yeah, I do not. USTTI is a separate organization. I can see from this website that they appears that they're going to be somehow involved. I don't know what that involvement is going to be, but it looks like you can apply online here. Yeah, I'm not familiar with what USTTI is doing here. It's again, it's separate from what we're doing. We're putting on the event, but it looks like here that USTTI is doing something as well for, I'm thinking for funding. I'm just not sure. I can't tell you.
Just to jump in, Alan, regarding your other question, we did send everybody information on next steps, but if you did not receive it, we'll go ahead and send that again today. And then that way, just keep an eye out in your inbox. It might be in your spam folder as well. So if you don't see it in your inbox, take a look there as well. We'll send another reminder to everyone today. All right, thank you. I see Shanika has her hand up.
Thank you.
Yes. Hey, Shanika. Hello. Yes.
Okay, you can't hear me. Okay, I just had a quick question. The Thursday event, will those sessions be recorded?
The Thursday event will not be recorded.
Okay.
Yeah, that's because, and the expectation is you'll have been there for the first 3 days, so you'll also be there for the last day.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So
yes.
I have a work requirement the Thursday afternoon, so I'll be there through lunch, but we'll miss the afternoon sessions.
Okay. let's talk about it offline and see how we can provide material. Because
Okay.
Eleanor, do you know if the sessions before have been recorded? I know I've seen cameras in the past.
Yeah, I can jump in about that. So the cybersecurity leadership program is not normally recorded.
Mhm.
And so what we have, there are cameras in the room, but they're not
No.
well set up for recording the classroom setting. So what I would say about that, Shanika, we can discuss, you can email us at sanfordexec@duke.edu, and we'll give you some information of how we've managed this in the past, because we understand people have work commitments, and they have to travel back Thursday afternoon. So happy to, anybody that has questions about that, feel free to reach out to us.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Other questions?
No other questions. Let me jump for
yeah.
1 second. This
Yes.
is Emilia Kiskop-Head. I'm the manager of the Cybersecurity Master's Program, and I'm also involved in this certificate. And I wanted to let you know that if you will be attending the CISO certificate, you will be able to view the recordings and the materials, the presentations and everything in a platform that Duke uses for courses for students. But because you are external to Duke, you are not Duke students, I will need to create some accounts for you to be able to access that platform, which is a Duke owned platform, online platform. So look out for an email. You may receive some automatic email from Duke University Canvas, where I will enter your private email addresses. It will not happen. I cannot tell you if it will happen today or tomorrow, but just don't ignore if you get any kind of automatic response or email from Duke relay when I will create those accounts. Also, I was asking earlier, Mirna, whether you sent your bios, and I know that in the intake survey that she sent to you, you are requested to enter your bio, and I hope you will choose to do so. We would like to post the bios and photos of you on our website, and we will follow up with this with those of you who will actually attending the program. But I just wanted to ask that you send that information, unless you really disagree to be added to the website. But we hope you will agree to add you there in the list of learners. Thank you. That was it.
Thank you. So no other questions. If you do, afterwards, just email us, and we'll respond as quickly as we can to your questions. No other questions? Well, thank you, everyone. Look forward to, hopefully all of you found this information session valuable, and hopefully this information session has talked to you in a sense that, hey, this is something I'm interested in doing. Certainly excited to see you at the Duke campus next month. It's going to be a great session, and looking forward to seeing you all. Thank you.
Thank you. See y'all soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a good day.
Thank you.